Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Wednesday the 18th of May. We've got new mods, we've got some updates. 3 updates today: the biogas plant 150 kilowatt by Vertex Design, the modern shed by DMI 20mm Normandy and Dutch Modding Inc., and the parking spaces by Cookie Cat have all had updates today. Right, I'm going to start with this first. This is the Wilson Silverstar Livestock trailer. This by MacTrucker921. 4.75 megabytes download, and I didn't write down what the slot count was. Apologies for that. 7 slots is what that will set you back. Now, this is different to the standard in-game one because the capacities have all been changed. Plus, this will haul horses and chickens. The standard in-game one, actually, we go into our menu and go up to livestock trailers, or animals should I say, animal transport. The standard in-game one there, 12 cows, 36 pigs, 38 sheep. This one will do 36 cows, 50 pigs, 50 sheep, 12 horses. It's not showing on there, but it does say it will do 412 chickens as well. Options available: we can change the rim colour. Other than that, everything else stays the same, and there's a license plate option on there as well. The reason I brought it up here, I just thought it'd be easier because we can just click on the dialog box and you can see all the animal types, all the livestock types, all the way down to chickens at the bottom. So you can put them in there if you want to. Other than that, it works. Hang on, it works just the same way as any other livestock trailer does, just with larger capacities. Nicely made, nicely detailed. That's by MacTrucker921. Down to the field. Now, have a cow pen. That's not the mod. The mod is a milk tank extension. I think we've had one of these already. Who was the other one by? This is by Neyluu. It is 0.80 megabytes download, 3 slots. It's 10,000 litres. And the milk section here on this particular cow barn is just there. And what you do, go into build mode, should be under silo extensions. That one there, 8 grand, 3 slots, 10,000 litres. Now, it will say it overlaps, so if I just press triangle to toggle free mode on or off, and then you can place it, hopefully, there you go. The fence kind of runs through it, around it, or behind it, or in front of it, or wherever you want to put it, and that will increase the storage capacity of your milk tank by 10,000 litres. Fairly straightforward, that one. Milk tank extension by Neyluu. Next we have got this one here. Metal shed. This by Gracuś and Filip. It's 6.26 megabytes download. 7 slots on console. You'll find it under build mode sheds, and it's 35 grand. I think I've probably got it around the wrong way, but I wanted to show this sort of extension bit on the side. Very large building. There's no lighting under here at all. Plenty of storage space under here, and sort of drive-through section here as well if you want to. Plus indoor storage, which is also drive-through on the side. Nice smooth animation on that. Like I say, that one goes through the other side as well. Build mode sheds, 35 grand. Nicely detailed, nice size. By Gracuś and Filip. Next, we've got this. Oh, these. The Scandinavian Building Pack by PixelFarm and Oscar8599. 20.31 megabytes download. We've got 3 in this pack. We've got the lager, which is the grain storage silo. We have then got a shed with wash station, and then we've got a machine shed on the end. These buildings are huge and they're expensive. 5 slots, 12 slots, 7 slots respectively. Under build mode and sheds. So 267 grand for the grain storage, the lager, the one that's in front of us. If we come across to this one here, that one is your combined machine shed and washing station, 510 grand. Then the one on the end there is your machine hall, 315 grand. So, like I say, not cheap, but the animation on these doors is fantastic. Look at it. It's massive. We do have a light switch around to the side, but L3, I say round to the side as soon as you come in, L3. Shed lights on or off, and then you've got the whole grain storage, almost like an internal silage clamp. It's not a silage clamp, but you can put your grain in, and you can put anything in it. It's entirely up to you. You know, we've had the Twix conversation before. If you want to come in here and place a Mars bar right in the middle, that's entirely up to you. Once you've bought it, it's your shed. Do what you want with it. Close the door. Next up, we've got this. Again, huge building. I've opened the doors already on this one. Come inside and shed lights. The wash part of this, as if that isn't long enough, it seems to. It's a TARDIS building. It's incredible. Come to the middle doors just here. It's also got lights which I've already turned on. We've got our wash station, so you can bring your vehicle through, do your jet washing, either leave them in here to dry off or take them back outside. Shed lights on or off. Then we can go out the other side, so completely drive through. Very handy and cavernous. And then we've got another section on the back of this one as well. So whilst they are expensive, I mean, you could buy one of these as long as you've got a flat enough piece of ground to put them on. You never have to worry about any buildings again. It would take you a while to fill one of these up. And then on the end, we've got the machine hall. We'll get to it in a minute. We've got a side door, and we've got a front door like all the other ones had. This is just storage. I mean, they're all just storage if you want to put it like that. But again, huge building, plenty of space. Very nice indeed. Scandinavian building pack by PixelFarm, Oscar 8599. Behind that, we have got the old pig fattening barn. Another very large structure. This will hold 200 pigs, 7.72 megabytes download, 25 slots on console. You'll find it under build mode, animals, and then pigs. It's by Razak. We have got this section here. We can open and close. This is where you pig food or whichever, if you're going to do it separately or you're going to just do pig food. Feed goes in here. Just inside here was the trigger for doing the straw, so just inside there. What I liked about this as well, you can have it drive through as well if you want to, but if you open the gates, so the pigs can get from side to side, do whatever they want to do, but if you need to drive through, very cool. The dialogue box is at this end, so for putting in, taking out, buying or selling is just done there. Slurry point is there for collection of slurry. Once placed, it should be under here. There we go. What is it? Schweinemastal? Schweinemastal. Anyway, I know my German is terrible. Productivity is gradually increasing. I've got some feed in there. Oh, this requires water. Yeah, I meant to say at the other end. Unlike a lot of the other barns and buildings, which don't require you to put water in, but it does charge you for water. This one you do actually have to put water in. We've got the water point just end here as well. So don't forget to put the water in because they're going to require it. Nice building. Very cool. Like I said, under animals, under pigs, 164 grand. Slot count comes down to 200 animals. Not bad at all. The old pig fattening barn by Razak. Next we've got this. Now, I'm having a problem. Possibly a mental breakdown, but I'm having a problem. This is the Grain Mill Plus by Mac Trucker 921. It's very cool. 3.43 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. This comes with a sell point, which I've put just over here as well. The sell point is 3 slots. The difference between this and a standard grain mill, you can see the little symbol up there. This will do, I want to get it right. This does cornmeal and cracked corn as well. If I go into our menu and go to here, this is our production chains, Grain Mill Plus. Now you can do your regular flour types with the same recipes for wheat flour, barley flour, oat flour and sorghum flour. Each of those will do 570,000 litres to fill up the tank. I did check them all. I say did check them all. I did intermediates. I don't see any reason why barley and sorghum wouldn't be the same, 570,000 litres. But then we've got down here cornmeal recipe, 10 corn in for 15 cornmeal out, and then 20 in of corn, 25 out of cracked corn. Now it does say Ability to grind corn into cornmeal and cracked corn. Custom-made textures for cracked corn and cornmeal. Cornmeal is put on pallets to sell, and cracked corn is stored in the silo at the grain mill. Cracked corn has been added into bulk and farm silo categories. So if you want to use shovels, silos, and trailers, you can put cracked corn. You can put cracked corn into them. So that's already set up and ready to go. Now it does say cornmeal and cracked corn can be sold with the included placeable sell point, which I'll show you in a second. Cracked corn can also be used to feed chickens in maps that are set up to do so. Modders are free to use the textures and additions in this mod to add cornmeal or cracked corn to their maps. They just have to give them credit for it. Pallets of cracked corn can be purchased at the shop to be used as chicken feed, again, only on maps that are set up to use it. So whilst they are available, only if the maps are available can you feed cracked corn to chickens. So it depends on the map. Now, I've got both of these running. Like every other production chain I've done before, I've got them set on storing. Now, storing for the corn mill will put it onto pallets. Cracked corn puts it into the silo. Problem I've got is that's saying 2,358 litres of corn meal. I've got no pallet. Now, I can't imagine they're 3,000 litre pallets. I would imagine, I thought there'd be 1,000, possibly 2,000 litre, but I've got no cornmeal pallet. Cracked corn is saying 3,934, and that's why we've got this pipe here. So what should happen, he says, is if I back under here, we should be able to put, there we go, our cracked corn into our trailer. I'll show you those pallets in just a second. And here's the sell point. We go into our build mode. Under productions and factories, we have got the grain mill plus there for 96 grand. Slot count will come down from 16 to 1. And then if we go to sell points, it's this one here. Cracked corn and corn mill sales. Slot count was 3, comes down to 1. So what should happen now is I should have the ability to sell cracked corn. There we go. Happy days. Now, also, that's not a bad price considering I only had not even 4,000 litres. That's a very good price for cracked corn. Now, these pallets of cracked corn, if we go into this one here and we go to our pallets, we scroll across until we get to it. There is one in here. There we go. So, grain mill plus mod. Cracked corn pallet you can buy 2,000 litres for 950. But again, this will be moving forward as maps potentially get adapted and maps are including it. That can be used as chicken feed. So you can buy that as chicken feed to feed to chickens or just do it. Now, I'm just concerned with the fact I can't get any cornmeal pallet. I don't know why. I did think potentially speeding up time until we got to 3,000 litres, but I'm not getting a pallet appearing. So potentially it could be the crossover to console. It may need an update because the pallets aren't spawning. Like I say, I've done it exactly the same as I always do. It's on storing, so it should be. You can set these to selling and distributing if you want to, but storing is what normally gives you the pallets. If I put it to selling, it will sell it directly. If I put it to distributing, it will take it off to somewhere else. Storing is what normally provides the pallets. So, yeah, we'll wait till the end of the mod review, and if I remember, I'll speed up time a bit and see if we can't get a pallet up here. Fingers crossed. But I like the idea, I like the concept behind that. It gives us some extra things as well to be doing. And there we go. We've got the pallets there of cracked corn. Lovely. Moving on from there, oh yes, this is also very cool. We have got, so that's by Mac Trucker 921. We've got the Seeds Addon. This is by ModPassion, 2.07 megabytes download. 1 slot each on console. This is Seed Addon. This is immersive seeding. Is basically what it is. People have been asking about this and asking for this for a very long time. We had something similar recently, but this goes another step further. So, I said it was 2.07 megabytes. No. Now, this pack includes, under pallets, where we have our big bag pallets, our regular ones, and our seed there, our generic seed that we've always had, is just there. If we scroll across until we get to the one that says Seeds Addon Mod, we want there from there. We've got barley seed, canola, cotton, grass, corn, oat, oilseed radish, sorghum, soybean, sugar beet, sunflower, wheat. Now, this also comes with, under vehicles, if we go to our seeders and our planters and we scroll across, pretty much all the standard in-game ones, seed add-on mods, all of them are available as seeders and planters as part of the seed add-on mod. And what's cool about this is, to use these pallets correctly, you need to use one of the mods from the pack. So if I go across to planters, so seed add-on mod, they're all in here as well. Slot counts, I think, are the same as the standard in-game ones. It just means that when you pick one, I should have shown that, shouldn't I? Sorry. If I go to one of those, I meant to show it and I got overexcited. For example, if I click on this, it says top right, wheat, barley, and you pick out of what it can seed, what you want that to be set up as. So if I've got it set up, and this one is set up for seed, for wheat seeds, I've got wheat seeds in there. I turn it. There you go. Turn it on, drop it down, away I go. I'm seeding my wheat very happily. I've used a little bit, that's fine. Turn it off, and I go to get my seed. Now, one of the pallets is wheat, one of the pallets, I think I got soybean, didn't I? If I go next to, oh no, sorghum. If I go next to the sorghum one, nothing happens. I can't refill from the sorghum pallet because it's not set up to run sorghum, as it would be in the real world. Certain seed types and certain things you're going to plant, you need to make adjustments on the seeder for various different flow rates and all, you know, all the different things you need to. So it makes it far more immersive. If I go across the other side to my wheat pallet, notice it's opened up already, and it says refill seeder. I only have to put 4 litres in there, but it allows me to, which is great. Do not despair. Now, here's something else you need to know. Once it is in here, and I was just seeding wheat, I can, once my seeder is loaded, change the crop type. So I can still pick anything from here if I want to and seed it. So, for example, I've got it on soybean, turn it on, drop it down, I can seed soybean. So once it's in the seeder, I can. But obviously, if you're going to go immersive, you wouldn't necessarily do that. So, what you want to do if you want to be able to, in this case, pick up soybean, we can unload. The other thing to point out is when you unload it, it unloads it as a generic seed pallet. So bear that in mind as well. If I now go across here, if I go to a tool station, workshop trigger, click on that, go down to my seeder, go into customize, I can then change it. So as you would do in your workshop, you make your adjustments for whatever you're going to seed next. So if I go to soybean, no, it wasn't soybean, it was sorghum, wasn't it? I had sorghum not on there. Hang on, a regular seeder does sorghum, doesn't it? Am I imagining things? Anyway, basically, if I just set it up now, just say for canola, for example. It doesn't cost me anything to swap it over. Configuration's been changed. I'm going to hop in there. That now shouldn't pick up from wheat or soybean. If I go next to the wheat one, I'm getting nothing come up on there either because it's now set up to run a different seed type. That was very remiss of me. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a really clever idea. I'd like it. I mean, it does also help that once you have got the seed in there, you know, you can go immersive and you can say, you know, I'll have a whole load of these, a whole load of those. You can then simulate the delivery. We know we're getting our sorghum seed, we're getting our corn seed, we're getting, you know, I think it's really nice. It's a brilliant idea. Set it to one side and then swap your seeder over when you need to, or your plant, whatever you're going to do. So there we go. Immersive seed add-on. I think immersive, definitely, by DD ModPassion. Very nice indeed. Probably not shown its best light by me because, you know, it's me. Next, we have got this. The KFMR Krukowiak Apollo 1015 PHX. Rolls off the tongue. 7.06 megabytes download, 6 slots on console. This is by Kurfapski Modding Company. 1,000 litre tank. It's got a 15 metre boom width. We had these on FS22, I think we did. You can have a separate mixing tank. That's just for looks. So if you had to put additives and things in, if you're going to do herbicide or fertilizer, you can. I couldn't get this to fill up from the buy anything silo. I had to get an IBC, a pallet. I couldn't get it to fill up from there. The other thing I did find, when I got over a certain speed, this thing bounced around all over the place. Even when it was full, it was flipping around quite a bit. You'll find it under sprayers. Not too expensive actually. I mean, it's only a 1,000 litre tank, but you can get, you know, various different attachments and things possibly for it. 21 grand. Slot count will come down from 6 to 1. We can have design nothing, or you can have the mixer on there for an extra grand. But again, it's more just for the look. You don't have to have it. Those are your options. Turn it on, and I do like these ones that have the crossover folding. So you can change the width from 15 to 9 to 2, back to 15. We can raise the boom up and down. Again, for immersion, if you want to, you know, whatever crop you're using it for. Turn on, where we go. Did that turn on in sections? It did, didn't it? From the middle out, and then from out in. Or from the middle out again. That's brilliant, I like that. There we go. The KFMR Krukowiak Apollo 1015 PHX by Kurfapski Modding Company. Did I have a tractor? I did. Turn that off. Next we have got this. Don't get too excited yet. I know some of you already are. This is the Lizard Cultivator 2 meter. It's not 3, I'm afraid. This is by qwertyPL and Pathologia. 3.83 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. If we go to, I mean, it's not a huge amount to see on it. 1,250, 2 meters wide. We can have a roller on the back, yes or no. Main color changes the main color. Design color changes the tines underneath. 25 horsepower required. That's all. And off we go, cultivating. Very happy with ourselves. A good couple of minutes work. So a good day's work, not really a good day's work, is it? I need to do another strip because the next one we're going to show. I mean, that's it. That's the Lizard Cultivator 2M by qwertyPL and Pathologia. Let's drop that off. Next we have got the Lizard S041/3 Gama 5. Gama 5? Gama would be 2 M's, wouldn't it? 10.29 megabytes download. It is 6 slots on console. 2.7 meter wide planter. It's by HajstelMods and Picer. We can open the cover, which does that. I'm not sure where the covers go. Into your pocket is where they go. We do have ridge markers, left, right, or off. And it's not a direct drill or anything like that. Turn it on, drop it down. And away we go. And holds 240 litres of seed in it. It looks really cool, and you know, all the detail with the chains. You can have chain covers on or off, and a few different colour options on it too. This you'll find under planters. There you go. The S041/3 Gama 5, 4,500, 2.7 meters wide. Only requires 40 horsepower to run this one. Covers, yes or no. That's over the chains, so you can have the covers on there if you want. Then main colour. As you might imagine, is the main colour. Design colour is the boxes. Various different yellows on there. Those are your options on the... Oh, say again. The Lizard Planter by HajstelMods and Picer. Which brings me... Oh, yeah, that's right. Always over here. We've got 2 tractors by STv-Modding. We'll go on to... I say last. We'll go back to the grain mill. We've got this. I don't want to say I was disappointed, but it was that kind of, oh, that's a cool idea, but it wasn't quite what I thought. It looks brilliant. This is the Beehive trailer by Maca. 4.57 megabytes download, 9 slots on console, and cost you 26 grand. Now I thought with the ability for beehives on FS22, for you to put beehives near crops and crop types or fields that get a bit of a boost in yield from pollination, I thought it was a trailer you could buy and you could move it from field to field. I thought that's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, it's not quite that. It does look great. It's a really nicely made mod, really nicely detailed. The weathering on it is brilliant. I turned it around this way rather than towards the crops just so you can see the bees and stuff coming out because the sun's over in that direction. But you'll find it under build mode, under animals, go to bees, and along at the end there, 26 grand. It's a little bit more expensive than some of the other ones that are available. So I bought it, went and got a tractor, came over because I thought, oh, trailer hitch, it doesn't work, which is a pity. But at the end of the day, it's still a nice, something different. Looks cool by the side of a field or wherever you're going to put them. You can circle those wagons and you can have them in big, whatever you want to do. You are going to need to place whichever one. There are modded ones available, but you are going to need to place somewhere for the honey pallets to spawn, like I have. But yeah, the Beehive trailer by Maca. Next then, we've got these 2. We have got the Case IH Puma 175 stage 5. This is 26.88 megabytes download and 17 slots on console. Nicely detailed mod. You'll find it under vehicles and medium tractors. 158 grand for the base model. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Big AT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. I won't. I say it every time. Well, I'm not going to read them all out, but Michelin, Mitas, Big AT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Interior design, we've got black or we've got red. If you go for red, it gives you a chrome surround for the exhaust. 3-point link on the front or front weight. Then we got 165 horsepower or 175 horsepower under the hood. Then we got main color choice. We got the shiny red, a black, and a grey. Rim color, the silver is the one I prefer, but it's your choice, of course. Then there's a special. I'm not sure what. It's special anyway. There is a license plate option, but I'm having the same problem I've had before. Every now and again, it just doesn't want to. There we go. License plate option down at the bottom, just there. We'll jump out, jump in. Horn, lights. We have got under R1 and right stick up and down, right stick side to side. Sunroof. See that opening and closing there. L1, right stick side to side, does the rear window. Right stick up and down, does the left door. Light comes on, interior light when you do the light. When you do the door. When you do the light. I have to say, I'm not going to lie, but both of these mods are from the same modder. I prefer the Deutz-Fahr. Only because the sound of it, the engine, the sound of when it starts up and stuff is amazing. I mean, this sounds great, but interior, really nicely made, nicely designed, great looking mod. Actually, what I will do, let's do... Yeah, there is the light, isn't there? That's cool. Nice feature. There we go. Next to that, we've got this. The Deutz-Fahr TTV7 series. This is 15.26 megabytes download and 15 slots. It's got some big old chunky tyre options on this and a few light options too. Like I said, it sounds amazing. I know we've had a few of these mods, case and Deutz-Fahrs from various different modders. I'm just like I've said before, I'm just showing you what's come out today. Again, medium tractors on the end, 182 grand, a little bit more expensive, but this is a higher horsepower category, I guess. This one is a bit more sprightly too. That one goes 32 mph top speed, this does 39, so as the Deutz-Fahrs generally do, and what else do? Fence are fairly rapid, the JCBs are too. But we have got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein and back. Again, we're not going to read them all out, but Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein. A lot of times it comes down to which manufacturer you prefer, what tread pattern, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's you're looking for a chunky wide tyre, sometimes you're looking for one that goes narrows. It depends what you're particularly looking for. Main colour, we have got standard or chrome or gold and back. If we go with the chrome, it gives a grey interior with the chrome around the exhaust. Gold gives black around the exhaust, but gold on the vent panels at the front. Quite a nice look. That looks better if you go for the main colour, which we'll see in a minute. Design, standard, or now we've got, this is a little bit difficult to see. It changes some of the lights from standard to LEDs, and then LED 2 gives some small ones at the top. So it does LED packaged around just the bonnet level, and then at the top, up by the top of the cab, it does LEDs. So LED 2 gives you LEDs pretty much all round, I think. Front loader attacher, yes or no. And then we've got the engine, 224 horsepower, 245, 263. Then we've got 263, but the TCV Warrior, which puts the Warrior logo on there as well. If we go to main colour and go to that, having the gold with the Warrior, that looks really nice. Very cool. And then we've got rim colour, special, silver, or black. Oh, that's rather nice, isn't it? Or license plate option on there too. So, listen to this start up. I just personally prefer the sound of it. I do like a Deutz-Fahr. They're nice tractors. Anyway, went for some big old chunky tyres in the back of that. Same options, 4 doors and windows. R1 and right stick side to side does the sunroof. We can just see that opening tool. There we go, sunroof. L1 right stick side to side does the rear window. Right stick up and down does the door. I didn't notice an interior light on that one. LED light package, I think I went with the full Monty with the LED light package. Nice and bright, pretty cool. Pig's on top. Turn that off. Interior. It's a monster. There's only 263 horsepower, but it sounds and looks like it should be much more. I want to start that one more time. I just like that little blip on the throttle, you know that. Very nice indeed. The Deutz-Fahr TTV 7 Series by STv-Modding. I'm going to go back over to the grain mill and speed up time, see if we can't get ourselves a pallet up here. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can't imagine this map's not compatible. I know it might not be for chicken feed, but we should still be able to get the other ones because we've got the sell point, so I don't see why not. The cracked corn's working, but the corn mill isn't. Yeah, just bear with me a second. Let's speed up time. For those of you that were already shouting at the screen, I'm glad I did. 4,000 litre pallets. Corn mill. I would never have believed that. I thought 1 or 2. 4,000. I'm glad I sped up time. So there we go. The corn mill pallets do work. It probably doesn't need an update. for all those people that have already started writing letters and angry emails, yeah, 4,000 litre pallets. So it is working. I'm glad I checked. Why wouldn't you? So that's by Matt Trucker 921. Apologies, sir, if I did you a disservice earlier. And that's it for the mods for today. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.